Hey everyone, it's Rihanna and welcome back to another video. This is my first official DVD slash Funko Pop slash book haul of 2016. And I live in between two places, between my hometown and my uni house. So some DVDs are at home, some DVDs are at uni. I'm going to show you the stuff I got for Christmas and the stuff I have back in my house at home. And then when I get back to my university house, I will show you what I got there. So let's start off with the DVDs I got way back in 2015. The first one being The Help. I really enjoyed this film. I thought Emma Stone was great in it. Viola Davis kills it in this film, and so does Octavia Spencer. It's about a secret writing project of the maids who look after the more privileged children in the South in the 1950s, and it's all about racial equality and things like that, and I really loved this film. I thought it was done so well. The acting in it's great, I love the story, and it's also very heartwarming and funny as well. The next DVD is Django Unchained, Quentin Tarantino's 7th film. I cannot wait for The Hateful Eight, and I really do love Django Unchained. Inglourious Basterds is my favourite Quentin Tarantino movie, but I thought this was an ultra-violence masterpiece. Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz work so well together as these two bounty hunters who go to save Django's wife, who's played by Kerry Washington, from Leonardo DiCaprio's character Candy. And yes, this film is just perfect. If you haven't already seen it, go watch Django Unchained, honestly. It will be worth your time. The Quentin Tarantino-ness is so good. The next one is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which stars Brad Pitt and Cate Blanchett. It's a really interesting concept and story about a man who ages backwards and has struggles falling in love and coping with life. And it's directed by David Fincher, and that's the only reason I got this film, really. If it was directed by anyone else, I probably wouldn't have picked The Curious Case of Benjamin Button up, but I kind of have an obsession with building up collections of directors' work, and my David Fincher collection is pretty on point at the moment, so I thought when I saw The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, I would pick it up and add it to my collection. It is a really beautiful film. It's just incredibly long-winded and slow sometimes. The acting's worth it. It's not my favourite Fincher film though. The next film I have to show you is an incredibly underrated British dystopian film, which is Children of Men, directed by Alfonso Cuarón. It is dystopian done right. This film looks gorgeous. It's acted perfectly by Clive Owen and Julianne Moore. The story and the concept is really interesting in this film as well. And the cinematography by my lord and saviour Emmanuel Lubusky in this film is literally incredible. There is this one shot sequence that's an action sequence that will blow your mind. I had to watch it about 5 times over the first time I saw this film, just because it was that gorgeous and done so well. It's an incredibly underrated film. It keeps you invested in the story at all times, and it's incredibly well made. I highly recommend that you watch Children of Men. The next film I have to show you is a classic musical film, which is The Sound of Music. I grew up on this film, so naturally when I saw it in the shop I had to pick this one up. It has a slipcover, and I'm a sucker for slipcovers as well. I really enjoy The Sound of Music, and I'm a sucker for musicals in general, so I kind of love it. And the last DVD I have to show you guys that I bought way back in 2015 that I haven't been able to show you yet is The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, which is directed by Terry Gilliam and stars Lily Cole, Andrew Garfield and Heath Ledger. I talked about this film in one of my top 5 most underrated films list, and I stand by my decision. I think this film is incredibly imaginative, creative, the world building is great, and more people should see this film just because of the ideas in it. It's kind of dark but also very fun and light and happy at points. It's just got a mixture of everything, and I think the visuals in this film are really great as well. The ideas it has about the inside of the mind and dreams are really interesting, and Terry Gilliam is obviously a creative master. And this is Heath Ledger's final performance in a film, so definitely worth checking out The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Taking a break from the DVDs because that was a significant pile, I have a Funko Pop to show you guys, which I got for Christmas from my very good friend Hannah. Thank you so much, Hannah. It is Daryl from The Walking Dead. He is so cute. He can sit on my desk next to my other Funko Pops. I have another one to show you in this haul, but I will show you when I get back to my university house. But Daryl is so cute. He's one of my favourite characters in The Walking Dead, and I will just show you him up close. He's not a bobblehead like most of my other Funko Pops, but he does match the other one I have from The Walking Dead, which I will show you later on in the video. But he's so cute with his little crossbow. I wish he came with a motorbike. I think they do one of those. I'm gonna get one. Okay, so moving on to things I got for Christmas. First up we have the Back to the Future trilogy. I already owned the first movie on DVD, but I really wanted the box set, so I got the box set, and it's really cool. You open it up and it's got all 3 movies in there and bonus features on that disc there. I'm really excited just because I love box box sets. But Back to the Future is one of my favourite film franchises that isn't like based off a book or another franchise or something like that. Back to the Future is great. Next up we have a film that you either love it or you hate it or you find it to be a guilty pleasure in film, but I watched it for the third time later on in 2015, and that is Sucker Punch. I believe that Sucker Punch gets way too much hate than it deserves. It's very creative, I love the visuals, the soundtrack in this film is great. It's very, very misunderstood as a film, and you need to give it multiple watches to truly understand what Zack Snyder was trying to do with this film and what he was trying to do with the power of female sexuality and the insides of the characters' minds, because that's what you really need to focus on in Sucker Punch. I really, really like this film. You can give me hate if you want to, but I think the action's badass. I think the female characters are really badass in this film as well, and Oscar Isaac is in this film. That's all you need to know. Just check it out. Next up we have a childhood favourite of mine which I have not seen in years, and that is Dragonheart. I haven't seen Dragonheart in such a long time, but I'm really, really looking forward to watching this again. I'm looking forward to going back into my childhood, as I used to watch this with my sister all the time, and I'm a sucker for dragons. So hopefully I will love Dragonheart as much as I did as a child while watching it as an adult. And the last of the DVDs I got in this section for what I got for Christmas is the Home Alone box set. It has Home Alone 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I've only seen Home Alone 1 and 2 and love them so much. They're two of my favourite Christmas movies, and I haven't seen 3 or 4, and I've heard they're not as good because obviously Macaulay Culkin's not in the film. But I'm gonna have to watch them anyway because it's a box set and I love box sets, and I just have to watch every single film in a box set when I get one. I guess the next 2 DVDs you could count as what I got for Christmas since they were presents to myself, and the first one is Side by Side, presented by Keanu Reeves. It's a documentary film looking into the creative minds of directors like Steven Soderbergh and Martin Scorsese, David Lynch, David Fincher, and I'm super, super excited to watch this film. I've heard really great things about it. And last of all the DVDs I have here at home is my Alfred Hitchcock collection box set, which I got for myself for Christmas. I was so excited to get this box set. I've never owned any of Hitchcock's films before and I absolutely love them, and these 4 are the essential ones to me anyway. And in this box set we have Rear Window, which is absolutely fantastic. If you haven't seen this already, it's incredible. The Birds, which is one of my favourite horror movies of all time. The practical effects are scary as hell in this film. The tension building is incredible. Vertigo, which is more scary in terms of obsession and the plot of the film. I don't want to give too much away because this film is pretty epic. And of course the film Alfred Hitchcock is known for the most, which is Psycho, which is a classic horror movie which is just iconic and has influenced so much in horror in the coming years after this film. I don't like horror personally, but Psycho is one of my favourite horror movies and just one of my favourite films in general. So that is it for the Funkos and DVDs I have here at home. I will rejoin you when I'm back at my uni house. Now I'm back at my uni house. I have a couple more DVDs and some books to show you guys, as well as some Funko Pops, so let's get into it, otherwise this video is going to be a million years long. So first up we have the 2nd, 3rd and 4th book in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas. I got these from Hannah for my birthday, so thank you so much Hannah, because I love the first book so much. I kept meaning to buy the others, but she bought them for me for my birthday, and so that is Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire and Queen of Shadows, and oh my gosh, these covers are just look at them. I just can't get over how pretty they are. I love them so much. I need to get reading these right now. And my Funko Pop to go with Daryl from The Walking Dead that you saw earlier is Glenn from The Walking Dead. I was so happy to receive this as a birthday gift from my best friend Zoe, who knows I love Glenn so much in The Walking Dead, so thank you so much Zoe. Now they can bro out. And my final Funko Pop is BB-8 from Star Wars The Force Awakens, and he can go with my Funko Pop of Rey. I love him so much. He's so adorable. I feel like I need to get Poe Dameron and Finn and Captain Phasma and Kylo Ren and all of the ones from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Going on with 3 more books, we have The Martian by Andy Weir, which I'm really excited to read. I absolutely love the film of this book, and I've heard the book is even better than the film, and just from the first page of this book I just know I'm gonna love it. I know I'm gonna love the humour in it, and I just cannot wait to get stuck into this. This is next on my reading list. Up next we have Station 11 by Emily St John Mandel, which I've heard so many great things about. I even started listening to the audiobook for it off audible.com and was really enjoying the first chapter of this book. It has a really intriguing plot and I just can't wait to see where it goes. And yes, I love this cover as well. I mean, come on. And the last book I have to show you guys is The Bone Clocks by David Mitchell. I haven't heard much about this book. I only know it through Cloud Atlas, which is another book that David Mitchell wrote. Have yet to see the film, have yet to read the book, but I love the concept of it. And this book is about a teenage girl who's a runaway and an event that happens that changes the course over the next 6 decades. And I'm just really looking forward to going into this book because I have a feeling it's going to go into different universes, and I love the cover, man. I'm a sucker. I will just buy anything that's pretty. And let's get on to the last little bit of this enormously long haul. First up I have Alien, which is directed by Ridley Scott. Haven't seen this film in years, but I remember the first time I watched it, it was an experience and a half. I absolutely love it. It's one of the greatest sci-fi horror movies ever, if not the best sci-fi horror movie ever, and I adore it so much. It's done so well. It's basically a haunted house in a spaceship, and it's so good. Just watch Alien if you haven't. Like, seriously, how have you not watched Alien? Now we have a kind of guilty pleasure film from 2015 that isn't exactly a masterpiece, but it was very nostalgic and very fun, and that is Jurassic World, starring Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, which is the 4th film in the Jurassic Park franchise. Jurassic World is just basically the first Jurassic Park movie rehashed, made into a really big ass theme park. It's bigger, it's better, the dinosaurs are cooler, and Chris Pratt is there, so I'm not even mad. It's a guilty pleasure, it's so much fun, and that ending fight scene is just so good. When I saw this in the shop, I absolutely had to get it, and that is the first Rocky movie. I love the Rocky movies that I have seen. I've only seen the first one, the second one, and Creed. I really need to get on to watching 3, 4, 5, and 6, but the first one is honestly one of the best sports movies ever created. I mean, Sylvester Stallone is just incredible in this film, and it's just, it's Rocky. Do I need to say any more than that, other than it's Rocky? Probably not. It's really late considering Christmas just came, but I bought The Grinch for £3 because it's The Grinch and it was £3 and I couldn't resist. It's one of my favourite Christmas movies. Jim Carrey is fantastic in this film, and I never get sick of it. I really kind of sympathise with The Grinch when it comes to Christmas. I either love it or I hate it, and a lot of the stuff that Grinch says in this film, I say yearly. And the last 2 DVDs I have to show you I bought with my birthday money because I had to get them. And the first one is Interstellar by Christopher Nolan. I've been meaning to get this DVD for about 5 years. Well, not really 5 years considering it just came out in 2014, but it's taken me a while to get this film. What a stunning sci-fi film. I really have to watch it again considering the last 10 minutes-ish of Interstellar I didn't particularly like. I didn't hate it, but I didn't particularly like it with the rest of the film. But my god, was this a stunning experience of a film. I adore Christopher Nolan with his original writing, and I adore Matthew McConaughey in this film, and Interstellar's mind-blowing. And last but certainly not least, we are coming to the end of this incredibly long DVD book and Funko Pop haul. We have Captain America, The First Avenger, and Captain America, The Winter Soldier. This is a double box set that comes with both films. I'm so happy that I own them now. I really like the first Captain America movie. I don't even care. I love the World War II setting, and I absolutely love Red Skull. I do. I love Red Skull, and I love Peggy Carter. I think she's a badass, and I love the friendship between Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes, and that even comes out in this film in Captain America The Winter Soldier, which is one of the best superhero movies and spy espionage movies that has ever just been made. The Russo brothers did such a great job with this film. It's shot beautifully, it's just so well done, and the action sequences are great, and I can't wait to go on my little movie marathon for Marvel films. So that is it for this DVD haul. It has been a long haul, but I hope you guys really enjoyed, and tell me what you think about the things I've bought down below in the comments, and what have you been buying DVD wise, Funko Pop wise, book wise recently. Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this incredibly long haul, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing lots more TV reviews and movie reviews for you guys very soon. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I have for you today. Bye!